Um, you guys were able to wake up the following morning and head inwards towards the city, where a lot of the kids were playing. Besides um, Tack, who was off on the side, minding his own business. You guys did see eventually that the uh, parents began to go into the main shack where everyone was preparing the meal and stuff of that nature. Besides an individual who walked up to you guys and instantly bowed to you, the once you guys got over there, mostly aimed towards Domino and Zerat, but to those of you who were around as well. Um, and now has has labeled you guys as the strangers, and reacted almost as if they were praying to you guys, um, but went to his shack um, in seclusion afterwards. You guys sort of split up as you guys went. Domino and Arnold, you guys went to back to your shack where a journal was found of a individual who used to live here and sort of described the last few days of their life, um, living in this little town. Um, and as you guys were going through information, you guys noticed that there were some patterns that were beginning to take place. Um, as a lot of pages from a book that Domino was reading was being ripped out and sort of stuffed inside of this journal, and every page had the word home or a sense of home in the page written there. The rest of you were either continuing to have a lookout while Johnny went and to go talk to Tack with Arnold after you guys have returned. And then uh, the rest of you went towards the house of the person who labeled you guys as the strangers. You guys were able to go into that house, and on the wall it said, "In blood, silence will fall," and there was a lifeless individual laying there.
I don't think we got that far.
I think you guys did, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. Don't remember. It was a while ago. I barely slept since then.
We did now. We got there
It
now.
did now.
So yeah,
Spoilers.
we got the blood coming out.
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys open the door, and that is the scene you guys see. As you guys open up, and you guys do see this again, this sight of this individual who was just praying to you guys, lifeless on the floor, and above him, written on the opposite wall, it says, "Silence will fall in blood." Everyone sees this besides Novar and Arnold, who are currently on their way to go talk to Tack.
Well, that's it for this lead.
Denver's just gonna point at the body. Yeah, no, that look. Mm-hmm. See, the problem there is all that blood's supposed to be inside the body, not outside of it. So I think this is, no pun, a dead end.
Silence will fall. Why does that sound so familiar?
It's because we're walking, Domino. We, as the strangers, silence will fall when the strangers walk is the mantra thing.
Oh, that's that. That's that stuff from other Absalom, right?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah! I'm gonna
No,
look at.
not hell yeah.
I'm gonna look at the other two, the newer members of the party that weren't in the other dimension with us, and just like, hey, so we went to other Absalom that one time. Y'all weren't there, but when we were there, some crazy nonsense happened. We met a god. Um, they kept saying silence will fall when strangers walk or some crazy nonsense. So that's what that is. Congratulations, TLDR. Spooky shit about to happen.
But why silence will fall?
Maybe we're walking too loud, so we got to walk quieter.
All right, I'm gonna step in.
Wait, you don't like Denver's like detective work?
Top notch as always.
Oh, I told you it doesn't always get done right, but it gets done.
I'm gonna start searching around
Go
with
ahead and roll
a
perception.
20.
20.
20.
You walk in. You recognize a familiar saw blade handle. That he was using the night prior. But it's like next to his body, where the what looks like the chest cavity has sort of been sliced into with some sort of laser weapon. You've seen this before. And it looks like on his left hand is sort of covered in blood as if he was painting it himself. But all over the room, you'd see, Domino, a bunch of papers that have a symbol on them that's almost like the pupil of an eye, where it is. See if I can pull it up here. How is the best way going to be to do this?
Print it, hold it over your camera.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. One moment, please. But among the other things you see here, it looks like a very small shack that isn't very well kept. Sort of, it does have a desk off into the side where a lot of these papers are just sort of float all over the desk. You'd have to do a little more investigating on that particular area if you would like to look more thoroughly at it. But you can definitely see a desk that's covered in all sorts of papers and rather thin books that don't have any sort of title on the top of or on the front of them.
These strangers are starting to sound a lot more like a cult. Well, I guess we're cult leaders now.
Hell yeah. There's some money in that, all right? So, like, if we play this real cool, then we might just end up carrying around a big old sack of arms or something, like however people want to pay us for running a religion for
The rulers get paid. It never specified how.
them. Exactly. See, now you're using the old noggin there, Zerat.
We've already got 3 tenants.
Boom. And you know what? As far as cults go, I feel like there's a lot spookier, more dangerous ones than to live by the 3 rules. All we're trying to do is make sure people have a good life. It's not like we're saying, I don't know, for the devourer or some nonsense like that, and then expecting people to jump in a hole to go feed the planet. If I tell you having a good day means get paid, get like Gatorade, then that's what that is. If they want to worship us, then boom, I'll let them worship us.
And this
I rolled
the symbol you see sort of all over the walls on different scraps piece of paper. Mostly it looks like it's drawn in like charcoal or some either some oil that's been put onto a metal object, not necessarily a pen, but like a scrap piece of metal that has oil dipped in it, or actually with charcoal, all very primitive looking drawings, but all of that image, which I will also take a picture of and put into the Discord for you guys, which would probably be
I rolled.
a little bit easier, but here we are.
Well, I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 14 perception on that one corner with all the books. So as I make my way around the room, flipping over these pages, start fumbling through these books, checking the drawers.
You check the drawers. There are multiple scrolls inside of the drawers that are all tightly wound up. It is sideways, by the way, in the picture, so I apologize. But as you guys,
Is it magical scrolls? I can't detect magic, but
no, as far as you can tell right now, they just look like they are very old and aged scrolls.
just throwing them over.
What are the rest of
Bunch
you
of
guys
junk.
doing? Obviously, besides Arnold and Johnny, the rest of you guys see sort of Domino step in, look around look at the body, continue to look around the room, and then begin to head over to the desk and sort of move stuff all over the top of the desk, and then begin to open up drawers and look inside.
I'd like to do a culture check on the symbol that's been drawn around, see if that rings any bells, if I've seen it, heard it talked about, whatever.
Sure.
Just if it just any sort of lead that a culture check might be able to give me there. It's 11 on the dice for 23 on this culture check.
23. You haven't seen or heard anything about this specific symbol. What you do remember, though, inside of with the eye, look on the eye for that symbol, the little triangles, was the same shape of that was on the extremely heavy metal box you guys had to put your blood sample into to open. But that shape on the inside was imprinted on top of this box.
Okay. Then while Domino's looking around just to the rest of whoever else is in the room there, just, hey, so this crazy symbol, looking at it here, the one that looks like a ball sack and a belt buckle. I mean, if you look real close, those have to be those triangles that were on that crazy box, right? The one that, like the blood box that we had to open up to do the thing back on Other Absalom?
I didn't get a good view of that one. I didn't touch it.
I don't remember too much about it, just that it wanted blood and it was super damn heavy. But, I mean, if those aren't the same kind of triangles, I will poop my pants right now, all right?
I mean, I would believe it because we are the strangers who are walking, and we are the reason silence is falling. I don't know why they view us as gods, deities, spoken from another world, but hopefully there's something around here that can shed some light on it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just all I found. Domino, anything from you?
Anything in this bookshelf?
Oh,
Besides scrolls.
yeah, it was
Just a bunch of scrolls.
Yeah.
Do I recognize those triangles? Those,
yeah,
one of the ones that were pricked.
Yep. You do indeed recognize the triangle formation that was imprinted onto this box.
Let me take a closer look at that. Yeah, those were definitely the same shape as the needles from the box. Well,
He said
lighter
that there
shape.
was what's his name? Chuck said that there was no Bible or anything really related to the strangers. But, I mean, nothing on the desk said anything about the strangers, the silence, anything like that. You noticed?
We take another look.
And I'll also start digging around to see just a,
Okay.
extra set of
Yeah.
eyes is never a bad thing.
You can go ahead and roll to assist.
So maybe I'll.
then
I was
I
gonna,
was gonna
look at
just
the-
take 10, maybe.
You could also do that if you wanted to.
Yeah, I was gonna look at the body itself, see if maybe he had anything inside of his chest hole or
Sure.
pockets or anything like that.
Go ahead and roll a perception, just sort of while you're digging around.
all right, and if you're gonna take 10, then I won't even try to aid, so we're good.
Yeah. Or can I take 20 if we got the time?
You guys
That would
have. I
be-
mean, you guys have. The only thing you guys had on your agenda was to investigate the loud noises. Eventually, but other than that,
could
it's
take
just
Maybe.
heading
Maybe
down.
that's,
All right,
yeah,
take 30 then.
guaranteed.
Yeah, take 30, of course. No,
Take
take,
30.
Take 60. Why not?
I'll just take a crit.
I got a 32. on
Yeah.
mine.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take 20 on the bookshelf, and that would be 33.
33. And you got 32, Zerat?
Yep.
Zerat, with the 32, you're easily able to find multiple, it's a lot easier to see because of the hole in his shirt now. But you can see, you see a small portion. It looks like another cut that's healed over. You can see a very, very small bit of it, but it looks like it extends quite a bit on his chest. If you would like to undo the shirt or rip it open to look and further investigate, you're more welcome to. But you do see a beginning of another wound that looks like it's healed over, but still remains there.
Yeah, I'll call Otto over to help me look at that and see if maybe he can make some type of medical precise cut, because I don't have any tools like that.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and very cleanly sort of cut the remaining of the shirt off, so that way it can be flayed open to see. And when you open it up, you now see the symbol carved into his chest 8 times on the front, and you can see that they begin to wrap over the shoulder blades, and who knows how many are on the backside. But just on his front, you can see there are multiple of the eye drawings sort of carved into his chest. And they all sort of lay the same way, as if he did it with the same hand. It looks like to himself, not like someone was doing it for him. But they all have the same sort of slant that would show from holding a knife in the same direction. But you can definitely see this guy had covered in these symbols on his chest, and you can, like I said, it begins to go to a back. If you'd like to roll over to look further, you're more welcome to see a total count. But as of right now, you can see 8 on his chest and 1 on each shoulder that begins to wrap around to the backside.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and flip him over, get a total count, see
Yeah.
if there's anything else.
On the other side, you see 7 more for a total of 17.
I tell Otto to check his butt.
Otto looks at you, looks back at the body.
It's for science.
Denver.
'Cause that's how that would go. Yep. Come sauntering over. Yeah, what's up?
Otto does not want to look at this guy's butt.
I mean, is it for science?
Absolutely.
Oh, then looking at Otto, stop being weird, dude. And I'll hop in and investigate the butthole.
Well, no one said it had to go that far. Just the butt.
I was reading something in the rule book, so I assumed that's where we had come from.
Nope.
I mean,
Did
Okay,
not go that
and-
quite far.
I will investigate the butt.
This
we're
as
we're
you
just
get
looking for these scars. That's really all we're after.
yes, and now that
Okay.
you get here, you now can see the multitude of cuts and lacerations that are on this guy regarding these symbols. Obviously, Zerat, someone would have to do the way that these are placed on the back. Someone would have to do it for him because they still look precise in the way that they're carved. So it's like someone had to do the back for him. But you can definitely tell that the person who was doing the back set of them was definitely more shaky. You can see the cuts aren't quite as clean or quite as precise. They're more jagged on the edges, going from one side to the other. Weirdly enough, nothing is weird with the butt.
Oh, no, that butt's clean.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but nothing's weird with it.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things down here, it's clean. All right, like, can I do would it be? I think it'd be like a perception, looking for patterns or trying to like maybe reason through some stuff on like what it could be or what it could like relate to or anything.
Regarding the
Like the marks on the guy's back.
I mean, the
Our
only
characters are smarter than us.
yeah, for sure. No, I mean the patterns that are on this guy's back are just the symbol that I sent you over and over again.
Okay.
They're just literally just a symbol that's been carved into his front and back side.
Okay.
But no, no, or like pattern that sticks out to you at this point. It's just
Okay.
multiple different way this guy has been carved up.
Sounds good. So, I mean, I don't see anything weird about this dude's butt, but there's a comma in there. Nothing weird about his butt. However, I do think he is a part of the ballsack belt buckle gang, based on all the markings that he's got all over himself.
The BSBBG.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. BSBBG. Never
Dom,
heard of them, but I assume they're bad.
Dom, it's going to take you some time with your Take 20 to go and search over this whole area. Is there anything that you guys would like to do prior to me going to switch over to the other scene with Arnold and Johnny? No?
I'd say send it. I have nothing else I'm trying to look for.
Sending. You two, you guys walk up. You guys see Tack sitting off on the sideline of the soccer field as the kids are beginning their match. And he's sort of just sitting off on the side, kicking what looks like just a spare ball that they're not using. A few feet in front of him, walks over, kicks it back the other way.
Can we cut this? I should say I'm not very good with kids, so I think you should take the lead with this, and I'll just add in where I can.
Okay, I want to go up to Tack here. Crouch down. Oh, why aren't you playing?
I'm the substitute.
Oh, just waiting your turn.
Yes.
Sometimes we hear a loud noise, and you all look towards your parents. What is that noise?
Well, it's mostly what they say is a folk tale, if you will. Sometimes, depending on the parent, some might say it's just pressure from all the pipes down here working its way around to power the station. Other people say that it's a monster that will kill you if you go too far from your parents. But you can't be too careful down here in the spike.
You've never seen it if it were a monster.
I mean, I've been here for 6 years, 7 years, and I haven't seen it. I've heard it multiple times every day, but never seen it.
Okay. Tack, who are the strangers?
He gets a very confused look on his face. You mean the people you came with?
Yep.
I mean, you guys are pretty strange. I mean, I don't know you, so I guess that makes you strangers.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like that's not the answer you were looking for.
No, that was a perfectly good answer.
Oh, okay. You seem to cheer up a little bit. Uh, what are you guys doing down this far? You guys don't look like you're from the Spike.
Nope, we are on an investigation. We're gonna find the person who keeps coming into your dreams.
Wait, does that mean you're going to my dreams too?
Maybe.
What? That's scary.
Yeah. Wild, huh?
Yeah, I don't. That's sort of cool, actually.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we going into dreams? I'm not very good in dreams. My dreams are very weird. Let's just put that out there.
That surprises no one, Johnny.
Well, it's a good thing you're not going your dreams. You're going into my dreams. My dreams are nice. Well, minus when he's there.
Yeah, he doesn't seem great.
No.
Okay, we're gonna go back to our friends over to this shack. Do you know who lives there?
The ones you guys were staying in?
No, they went over to that one over there. I'll point to whatever one.
Oh, that's Chuck.
Okay. What do you know about Chuck?
He started staying around here a couple months ago. But I mean, I knew that I think his family passed away,
Oh, that's sad.
and then he couldn't afford his house anymore. And then they got evicted, and well, he did, and then he moved down to the Spike, and then he started living with us.
Tale as old as time. All right. Well, thank you. As always, you're extremely helpful. Bright future ahead of you, Tack.
I do have one question, just for curiosity's sake. Who do you know whose house we are staying in? Like,
That was. There was a family that lived there. Right? 8 Yosokis. I haven't seen them in a couple days, though. They went
well,
out and looking for some water, last I heard, and then that was it. But I'm assuming they'll be back soon.
so can I make a sense motive? Does that
Sure.
make sense.
Sure.
Where's that? I get a roll dice. Hey, yeah. 24.
24 for sense motive. As far as as far as Tack is aware, telling the truth. Last he knew, the family went to go look for some water for the town, and that's the last that anyone's heard of them, or last that he's heard of them, I should say. But definitely seems truthful. Not like he's holding anything back.
All right. Okay. Well, it's interesting that they just went for water and disappeared, and
Yeah, that's why I had to find my water that you guys bought, because they've been gone for a couple of days. So I went and found some.
so they're like the town water finders, I guess.
I mean, they did it a couple times, but we rotate through, make sure that everyone feels equal.
Ah,
No one does this particular task.
all right. Well, that's all I got. So, thank you, little person.
You're quite welcome, tall person.
Good job, Johnny. That's great.
Oh, well, you know, piece of cake.
I do want to ask. She,
Oh God.
the girl that lived there, she was a friend of mine. Do you think she's okay?
I'm sure she's just fine. just peachy. We're gonna find her and we're gonna bring her back so you guys can play some more soccer.
Well, how'd you know she played soccer?
I just assume all the kids, I only see kids playing, so it's just like a 2-and-2 kind of thing.
Indeed. Well, there's. Oh, I see. That's a. It makes sense now. I was confused. There's more than 2-and-2 players out there, but it made sense. It was putting 2-and-2 together. That's funny.
It's just a little math joke. Just...
That's a good one. What about you, sir? And she points over to you, Arnold. Do you think she's gonna be okay? Her and her family. They were nice people.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Good. And you see one of the a human kid run over, super out of breath, and tags Tack in, and Tack goes, "Well, it was fun talking to you guys. I gotta go be the goalie," and just runs towards the soccer field.
I hope he doesn't take one to the face. Alright, what should we do now? Hang out? Watch them
Yeah.
play soccer?
No, we should go find the rest of the crew and get to getting.
I'm kind of disappointed that this thing might not be a monster, though. Kind of getting that feeling in my guts.
Yeah, that's rough, but we'll manage.
I guess I
Cool.
could drum up some views, and I'll just go and start making up something about monsters. And
Go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
my good old bluff check.
Yeah, bluff check. That's the one.
21.
Um,
As we heard.
the rest of you sort of hanging out at the shack, continuing on. Denver or Domino, you got a 33 with your take 20. Is that right?
I did.
As you look through the books on this table, a lot of the papers are still more drawings of this symbol. There is a couple of books that seem just to be normal adventure books that you would just read normally, that are just sort of tossed around. They have no cover on them to know exactly what book it is without opening it up. But there is a similar looking black journal that you found, similar to the one you found in the shack you guys were staying in. But it looks like it has no lock on it, like it's already been tore open. And all the pages have been ripped out of it.
Is it made out of a human skin?
It's not. It's made out of leather. Which I guess is, a skin of someone.
I just hoped I stumbled upon the Necronomicon or something.
No, not quite.
Done.
This book is different than all the others, but the pages have been ripped out.
Is that Chuck's journal?
Perhaps. It looks similar to the journal we found where we were staying. So keep an eye out, maybe look around for some loose pages.
As you say that, there's loose pages sort of
Yeah.
everywhere plastered on the wall, on the desk.
As I said that, I was like, look around for some loose page.
Ooh.
Anything stand out about maybe I can tell from like the binding or the pages any different than like regular paper?
What you can tell is that the journal you found and the other one matches this one almost exactly, except the one that you're holding on to currently has age to it. You can definitely tell by the leather. It's been opened or held in a certain spot for long enough where it has those creases in it from it being used. So you can definitely tell that it's the exact same journal, just been used more heavily. And you can definitely tell like there's an indent on the spine of it where there like a pen was kept for the longest time. Definitely well used, but there's no paper inside of it. Looks like it was ripped out, and it was not like clean tears. It looks like they were just like pulled apart real quick.
Well, find anything from the body?
A lot of scar marks for the ball sack belt buckle. But other than that, no, not really. So this guy was some type of acolyte of ours.
Very curious. Wonder where aren't Johnny and Arnold supposed to meet us here?
No.
Shortly after, you guys do hear heavy footfalls walk over to you guys as Johnny and Arnold both walk over.
Captain.
Hmm.
Johnny.
Captain?
Oh.
Not captain.
See, here we have a body,
Oh shit!
and here we have a bunch of pages with drawings on them. Any ideas?
Looks like a belt buckle.
Yes, it
And
kind of looks similar to an artifact we found in our previous adventures. And this artifact was a mechanism that stung us with a needle. And that needle matches the shape on the center of this belt buckle design.
The needle was shaped like a ball sack then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The center of it. Exhibit B, we have this man's body. He was a patient of the doctor residing here. You can see that his arm was sawed off with a laser saw. I hope I'm not making any of this up. Going off of what I hope I remember correctly. His bloody hand appears to have written "Silence will fall" on the wall.
for everything that Domino's pointing out, I want Denver to be like down by the body, like kind of gesturing to like what we're looking at. Like, as you can see, the arm was cut off with a laser saw. It's like, yeah, right here, check this out.
Like a hand model.
Yeah, look at this shit on the wall. Like,
Vanna Whiting.
Exactly, just
Exactly.
Denver White.
yep, just look at this and that thing. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
If you turn Exhibit B to reveal the back end, you can see the same shape that's drawn is written on this person's skin. Exhibit C, I found this journal binding with no pages. I just tossed it across the room.
I just yeeked it.
And what have we concluded? I'm getting a lot of descriptions, but no theories.
Well,
Clearly, it was a very bad accident, and he's trying to cover up, but he was clearly delirious. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I think that this was a deliberate attack by the belt buckle ball sack gang.
I think
if
this
we
is
can-
just
If we can figure out who the leader of the belt buckle ball sack gang is, then maybe we can figure out what the hell all this has to do with extra energy. Because I think they're in on it and they're moving it around, and that's all part of their distribution op. But what do I know? I just fly. I just drive things.
should probably report this to the local authority.
Yeah.
We're on the spike there, bud. I don't think there is a local authority.
Or whoever cleans up the bodies around here.
We're in the spike there, bud. I don't think anybody cleans up the bodies around there.
Um,
The
Domino
chef.
also true.
All right.
Domino, you also did find 4 scrolls. Each did have that were sort of locked. They had a small metallic ring that went around the center of them that had a lock on it. But there were 4 scrolls in there as well that were not investigated. But they're there if you want to try to unlock them or what.
And then I found these scrolls that are locked. Johnny, do you want to wave your hand over them like that journal? Is that you or is that Arnold? Who did that?
Wave my hand and I just do it and nothing happens. I'm just what? Why would that ever work? I don't understand.
Okay, did it work?
No, but you also now remember that it was Arnold who was the one that was trying to open up the journal for you before you just sort of tore it open with your claw.
I'll bring out my what is it called? My any key.
Where's the any key?
Where's the outer key?
It appears in my hand from a cloud. As my nanites turn into a little any key.
NA key. North America key here.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, key.
Nah key.
Nah.
And you go ahead and open the first scroll. It is go ahead and you can see it as you unroll it. Do you have any ranks in mysticism?
I do.
Arnold, sorry, or whoever
I-
was opening it.
I don't.
Okay. You can see that there's a bunch of different sigils and looks like words sort of written around, but it's hard to tell the language that this is written in. But it matches nothing that looks like the rest of this room. But it's a rather large scroll as it begins to unwind.
Anyone?
You begin to go ahead and look around the room. Anyone that has at least one rank in mysticism could go ahead and roll a mysticism roll.
So, out of curiosity, because I always forget, is mysticism a trained thing? So, meaning you
Yeah.
have to be trained in it to be able to use it,
Correct.
even though I have. Okay, I don't have ranks in it. I just have a modifier for it.
Correct.
I get that. Okay, sorry.
You're good.
I got a natural 1 for a total of 2.
Okay.
I got a 32.
32. It is a spell scroll. Very old. But you're able to tell, if I can get the spell list pulled up, that it is a scroll of shield other.
It, it looks to be some type of spell scroll of some type. An older form of magic. Looks like this one is about protecting others. Are they all like this?
Let's unlock the others.
You go ahead and begin to unlock and look at the other. Unless you did not want to do that with your any key. Or I don't know if your any key has uses, I should ask.
Yeah, it takes charges.
Oh, okay.
Do we have any locksmith kits or anything? Because I can just rip it off again or try to.
I do.
Okay, it'd be an engineering check to go ahead and try to open this lock.
I also have a
Alright.
crowbar.
We
There's
do
a
have
crowbar
power
on the
too.
scroll.
So yeah, I think reading it, I think I need to like. It seems like the way they balance this is I can make the key, I can make the device, but I need to have a battery to put in it.
Mm,
So I'll have to read up on batteries and which ones I need and stuff.
cool.
But it should come with one charge. So
If only Ferrex was there with his electroshock cape.
yeah.
I got a 24.
24. You're able to go ahead and pop the next one open. Go ahead and roll 2 more times for me. As you go ahead and look over it, the next one, Zerat, it is Grave Words, the spell.
Oh, fun.
Do you want these to work the same as spell gems?
Yes, they will work the same as spell gems.
And then I got a 28 and a 27 on the next 2.
Perfect. The next one is Fatigue. And the last one is Speak with Dead.
I relay all that to the group, the other spells. Do I know what they do, or just kind of the general idea of what the spell is?
Um,
Because I don't, Gerard does not know any of those spells.
if Zerat does not know, I would say more or less you could send like what would be like an attuning time, so you could take a short rest with each one, and try to make a mysticism check, and try to see if he can discern a rough estimate or guesstimate of like what the spell would do.
Can't you just identify magic?
I have identify, but I don't think that's
that work?
exactly the same.
Or it's a identify magic item.
I just have identify, which allows me to attempt to identify the function of a magic item.
Wait, identify? Is it?
Yeah.
It says gains a +10 bonus to identify items of magic or technological nature.
Anyone with detect magic can use mysticism to identify magic item. It's a skill ability.
Okay, yeah, I've got detect magic as a
Yep.
cantrip.
Yeah,
level
so-
spell.
With those rolls, I'll go ahead and save time instead of making you roll for each one, because that's more or less what you were doing already anyway. You would know what the effects of all those spells do.
Okay.
Obviously, you can go ahead and look and see what the spells do, but Zerat has the knowledge, and they're pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
The only one that might be a little weird is Grave Words, but
Grave Words is a fun spell.
yeah. It's a cantrip, I think.
I think it's 5 seconds of
The body just
words
battles.
from a dead. Yeah, with like a X% chance that it would actually be useful to the question that you asked the body.
Love it.
I think it's like a 10% chance that it's like a actually coherent sentence that comes out of the body.
Zerat's really good with percentages and deities, so I heard he might actually really enjoy that spell. So
Yeah,
70%
yeah,
chance
yeah.
that it's 100% chance going to work.
That's math.
So you have these scrolls. Again, they work similar to spell gems, where if while I'm getting the scene set up, Donna, you can want to explain how spells gems work. Feel free.
I can do that. You want me to do that right now?
Yeah.
Well, there's ranks according to like basically the spell levels. Only spellcasters are capable of using spell gems. You don't need to know the spell to use it, but it must be on your class's spell list. and you must have a high enough key ability score to cast it. If the spell gem's item level is higher than your caster level, once you've spent the full casting time of the spell, you must succeed at a caster level check with a DC equal to the spell gem's item level +1, or you fail to cast the spell.
And I think most of those were
But, yeah.
like I know, Speak with Dead is a level 3.
Yeah.
Got a couple level 2s, and I think a level 0 in there.
You must hold the spell gem in your hand throughout this casting time, and it costs a standard action, so you're using the item, casting the spell. Costs a standard action even if the spell's casting time is shorter. Any questions? So basically, you use it, you cast a spell, but
Interesting.
you have to be a spellcaster.
I was gonna say you have to have the ability to do magic already. Yeah.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
fact, it has to be on your class's list. So if it's a Technomancer spell, Mystic wouldn't be able to use it. And I don't think any of these are going to be a higher item level than our caster levels or zeros.
So I'm guessing this would be spell gem third. I'm assuming because it's a third level spell.
Correct.
That would be an item level 8, which is 2 more than my caster level.
So if it's 2 more than your caster level, the DC, you'd have to succeed at a caster level check with a DC equal to 8 plus 1, so 9. That seems really easy.
Seems like it.
I don't know if I can do that.
I hope you
That's
can.
for my caster, so it's wisdom out well. I got a +4, so. Well, if we would like to talk to Chuck, I can try to use one of these spell scrolls to ask him some questions, or, I mean, Denver, we might be able to bypass that. Is his ghost here with us?
Oh shit! I wasn't even thinking about that. BRB. And I'm gonna grab the knife and just like zip over to the other plane.
By the way, while Josh's mic is muted, even if you fail this DC check on that, it doesn't use the gem, so you can reuse
That's
it.
very nice.
Never felt more called out in my life. But that being said, you go ahead and disappear into the astral realm, Denver, and I need you to make a fort save.
I was gonna say an addiction set, like an addiction test.
Yeah, that's the one. No, fort save.
Fort save.
I said that.
All right. So what you're gonna tell me right now is that an 8 passes, right?
It is not.
Rude. I feel targeted. This was specifically designed to hurt me. You heard it here first. Jeebers hates me, and trying to kill my character because they're so much fun.
So you go over to the astral. You spend some time over there, and you come back, and you don't remember anything that happened on the other side.
Cool. So, all right. So Denver's gone for a little bit, and then just pops right back into existence.
Well,
what?
is the ghost there?
Oh shit! Ah, damn! I totally forgot. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Go ahead and head back over and make another fort save.
This time it's a 21.
21.
Yeah.
Great. You come back over. You don't remember anything.
Pop back into existence. So now you're gonna you're gonna look at me real sideways here for a second. I know I went over there to look for his ghost,
Twice.
but I do not remember if I found it.
Is this like a common occurrence with this disappearing act? Or...
Sometimes they jump into fire planes. Sometimes they go into shadow planes. Can't keep track of them.
I mean, most of the time I just end up on the astral plane though, talking to ghosts. So like that's pretty sick. As far as the other places, I haven't seen any of those, so I might actually be traveling really fast through a whole bunch of different ones to get to the astral. So we'll figure that out eventually, I think. But yeah, don't hate me about it. But I do not remember if I found his ghost. I can try again if you would like me to, but I do not know if it'll have any sort of other result.
Maybe whatever ritual he did made this like hallowed ground. Maybe if you leave, do it, and then walk in. I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Well, they do say that the third time is always the right time. So maybe just one more shot.
Well, if this place is hollowed, let's just drag the body outside.
I feel like that might be more of a spectacle for the people that live here and a little bit traumatic for the kid.
Yeah, this whole town's fucked up.
Fair, but I mean, like, I'll try it one more time just to see.
Roll it.
All right. It's a natural 19 for a 24. This is almost as good as it gets for me.
You get to the other side, and you do not see his ghost around. But what you do see are a couple of grays standing on each corner, each flanking Silence Will Fall. And just staring at you. It's very surprised that you're here for the third time.
I'm going to look at him. I'm going to look at a point and just go, oh, shit. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Hey, guys. How's it going?
They just sort of turn
I
their
don't
heads
want to have
at
to
you.
come back here a fourth time, but I might have to come back here a fourth time. We'll figure it out.
Continue to turn their head. And they begin to reach out to you.
Hey, no touching. No, sir. And I'm gonna zip back to the the material plane.
Okay, you return, and you remember your wonderful experience the third time around. I guess it was the right time and the lucky time.
Hey, there we go. Then this time I pop back into existence. Like, okay, so some things to report back. Yep, I remember what I saw this time. No ghost. 2 grays, both tried to touch me, rather handsy kind of fellas over there. One standing right about there, I'm going to be pointing, and another one there, pointing out where the 2 were standing. So I would assume that because they're on the astral plane, they probably can't interact with us, but I mean, ghost is ghost is ghost is ghost. So, like, do with that information as you will.
I don't, what's a gray? I don't even... Is that a color? Were you attacked by a color? I don't even...
I mean, ain't nobody actually attacking me. They just tried to touch me, and it seemed... I'm not going to say it seemed hostile, because that's assuming a lot about their character without trying to get to know them at all. But it definitely seemed less than friendly. But I could be reading into the whole situation. I'm not trying to, like, perpetuate any sort of, like, hate or stereotypes or nothing like that. I might just be a little jumpy, because, you know, down here in the spike and everything's trying to kill you, but... One way or another, pretty much a gray is an alien that makes you forget things when you're not looking at them. Like, you'll see them, and then when you don't look at them anymore, you forget that they were there.
Oh, okay. Well, so the first 2 times you went in there, you just completely forgot, and then this time you magically remembered it, so it is the 3rd time, so I will just have to assume that it worked, so...
Yeah. I mean, hey, 3rd time really is the charm on this one. But... from previous experience, and I think that Domino and Jurat can both back me up on this. When you're dealing with grays, everything gets a little bit hazy.
Technically, I've never seen a gray.
Yeah, but the fun part is we've all seen a whole bunch of them, but I might be one of the only ones that remembers seeing some shit. Don't know if that means I'm real smart or real dumb, but I choose the former over the latter.
Uh, Johnny, Captain, those are the bald-headed alien strange creatures I showed you on your psycho vision trips.
Ah, thank you.
What are
That makes sense.
hanging upside down from the ceiling and standing at the. Yeah.
I thought those were just stand-ins for like your memory being fuzzy. Okay, well that. All right. They're kind of bland, aren't they? Makes
That's the whole
sense why
point.
you forget them. So,
Defense mechanism. If you can't remember them, if you can't remember they're there, then I guess you can't fight them.
just never look away, I guess.
Zerat will go to where Denver mentioned they were and just kind of like move his hand around. Does he feel anything weird?
No.
Right.
No, to the left a little bit.
Mhm.
Not too far. Back to the right.
No,
You may
nothing.
be touching him inappropriately now. Sorry about that. Not the intent. But right around there. Yeah, you had the pretty much the right spot.
There's nothing here. So you think they died or they had access to the astral plane? I don't.
Questions I don't know how to answer for you. I just work here.
Oh,
I mean, I could pop back over and ask them.
do you speak their language?
If I remember correctly, I did meet one over on Other Absalom that spoke common, so I'm kind of just gonna send it and hope. I got
Can you write anything down while you're over there? I mean, maybe take notes in some way.
Can you take Cammy with you?
You know, I've actually never tried to take somebody with me.
What about something?
I don't know if I can. We can try. It would be the first ever time we've been in the astral plane, so it could be an adventure.
Yeah. So, Johnny, you want to come with me? Or you want to just send Cammy?
I'll do both. Let's.
Hell yeah, come here, brother. And I'm just like grab him by the shoulder, grip the knife, and try to see if I could take somebody else with me.
Okay.
We didn't talk about this when I got the knife, I don't think. So,
but I have. Knowing you guys, I had this planned for eventuality of happening.
Eventually.
the inevitability that we were going to try to send two people over instead of just Denver.
Yes.
I think we're already beyond the realm of what the fusion does.
I'm asking questions. Bruce could shut me down at any point.
We have some power.
I do.
But this one's fun.
Denver, you go over to the astral plane.
No, Johnny?
No, Johnny.
Johnny
All right.
explodes.
Exactly.
Johnny explodes. Drew, roll a new character.
Well, it was fun, guys. I get it.
We'll see you in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Do I need to make another
Absolutely.
All right. And that's a 19 again, so that's that 24.
Okay.
These are the only good rolls I'll have for the next 3 episodes.
You reappear in that same space. The Greys have got closer, and as soon as you get into that space, and sort of your body adjusts to the astral world, they grab you.
Oh, shit. Hey, I mean, guys, do we know anything about personal space? And I'm like, come on now. I was just popping over to ask you a question real quick about why you're here, or whether or not you can pop between material and astral. I wouldn't suspect that maybe you want to talk about that instead of touching me. Like, maybe you could take your hands off me, take 2 good steps back, and we can have a very civil conversation about this before I got to put this knife to you.
I need you to roll.
Oh God.
Initiative.
I do two things, Bruce. I fly
A
stuff
will save.
and I make bad choices.
A will save.
Okay, that's not terrible. Actually, that's actually kind of decent. Holy shit. Since when do I have a good will save? Neither here nor there, I guess. 13 on the die for a 19. So I got a +6 to my will saves.
All right. You see almost a very thin yellow energy go over you.
Man, I'd rather y'all keep your energy to yourselves, please. That's not necessary. If it's a hospitality thing, I appreciate it, but I'd rather not.
And they step away. Sort of looking at you.
Do y'all speak common? Yes, no?
Still continue to look
Oh.
at you.
I for- Okay. Hey. So, help me out with this. Left hand for yes, right hand for no, all right? Can y'all understand me? Raise one of your hands, yes or no.
They both raised their hand for yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Cool. So y'all dead?
One goes yes, one goes no.
Interesting. That thing you just did to me, is it gonna kill me? All this like yellow, the yellow veil that you just gave me?
They both raised their hand no.
Oh, cool. Are we friends now?
They both raised their hand no.
That's
Oh. Okay. I figured yellow veil was for friends. Are we enemies?
They both raised their hand no.
Well, okay. You know, don't always have to be friends with everybody you meet, so I can understand that. Are you here to protect the belt buckle ball sack gang and their message that they put on the wall there?
No answer. As you point to the wall and there's no writing or anything on the wall.
Okay.
They look over at the wall, look back at you.
Yep. In the astral, can we see Chuck's body?
No.
No. Okay.
But at this point, you do hear coming from inside and outside of this shack, the Greys sort of turn their head as the bottom of their jaw sort of spreads apart. And it almost looks like they like where the mouth would be, like there's just a flap over it, so you can see like the skin stretch where the mouth would be. And they just sort of, you hear coming from inside and outside of the shack. At the same time, everyone who is not in the astral, in the very, very far off distance, hears the loud howl that you guys have been hearing for the last day, or a little underneath a day you guys have been here. But Denver, you can see, you've heard it for the past couple of days as well, but you now sort of hear these Greys make a very loud, guttural sound towards you.
All right. That was enlightening. Thank you for letting me witness that. Last question before I go. Are y'all dangerous to the people that live down here?
They both put up yes and no.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Y'all be good. Make good choices. If you're married, tell your partner I say hey. and drink some water. It's good for you. And I'm gonna hop back over to the material.
Nothing happens.
I can't leave.
You can't leave. Almost like you're bound to this plane.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna marinate on that for a minute. If you want to go on with some other stuff, I'm gonna.
The rest of the party, you guys are on the other side, waiting for Denver to come back.
We wait for Denver to come back.
Yeah, that's all we're doing.
We don't have anything else on the docket, Denver. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. But...
I hate to be on the receiving end of that howl, right?
Yeah. If only we knew what was making that noise. It sounds terrifying.
Sounds so close, yet so far.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like it's right here, but far out there. It's weird, isn't it? It, like,
It really
reverberates.
is. It really
It's
is.
disjointed and weird, and I hate it.
Is it colder in here?
And also, for you guys, just to make sure it's the record is straight. For you guys, it's still echoing off from far, far away. It's not
Right.
reverberating from inside. Just want to make sure I didn't want any confusion between the two planes that are happening at the same time. But yeah.
And it looks like, unfortunately, you couldn't go with them to the astral.
I know. I was kind of disappointed. I'm gonna have to give them a what for when they get back. Which I mean, usually they're already back by now. So
Yeah, any moment now, for sure.
yeah, maybe we should all step back just in case they come back in a different area.
Oh yeah, good call, good call.
Should one of us go way outside just in case? I don't know how it works.
Did Cammy get through?
No, obviously.
Cammy's just standing right
God damn it.
Going back to the astral plane,
Oh no.
they walk up to you and reach out a hand towards you.
Like flat?
Yeah,
or
like flat, like just
okay.
straight up towards you.
I'm gonna high five him.
Okay. The moment you high five and make connection, I'm not sure if you've had the info dump that Zerat has done to other players before, but you begin to get a multitude of images sort of flash in your brain for just milliseconds at a time as they're sort of beginning to tell a story of Gray's existing and being the primary tenet of Absalom Station in the Spike. And then you tend to see people from up top begin to invade and take the space of the Greys, and you begin to see small battles between Greys and people from up top on Absalom Station happening. And you see the Greys being pushed further and further into the Spike. And then in these pictures, you begin to see words sort of flash over, sort of like an overlay over these pictures. And it says, "Will you help?"
Oh. All right. So same situation as last time. The hands for yes and no. So y'all were pushed out of your homes by people moving down, correct?
Yes.
All right. So now y'all just want some space to live.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay. And I saw a few images there. By the way, great way to communicate. Thank you for that. I appreciate you showing me your memories. Is it too late to try to coexist with everybody? Or is it more of a screw you, this is my home, get out of it kind of situation?
They look at their hands.
Yeah, that's my bad. I formatted that question wrong. Can you... Hold on. Gathering my thoughts here. Speaking strictly in yes and no's is real tough. Okay. Would you be able and willing to share space with the people who have been moving down?
No.
All right. Fair. I understand that. Have you made your way up the spike to go talk to the people who could fix this for you as far as zoning goes?
They reach their hand forward.
Oh, I'm supposed to be the one to go talk to the
Like
people.
they're just putting their hand forward, similar to how they did for the last.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'll do it again.
You do it again, and you see multiple attempts to head up and be seen, and are instantly forgotten or attacked or anything like that before even being able to get to a reputable place to discuss coexisting. And usually coexisting is not a huge issue for most other races. And then it begins to flash more and more images where it begins to see sort of like a tide where they kept trying to go upwards and upwards and upwards to try to reach those points, to have those conversations, to talk. And you begin to see more successful, and then you begin to see images of the Greys taking advantage of their abilities, where people would look away, and when they look away, they would hold their hand out to the back of their head, and the person would just fall limp. And you would see multiple images of that. And then it just sort of, they reach their hand back, and you now are still inside this yellow zone.
Okay. So, I'm not in a position to make any sort of promises. Because, like, I just live here. Hell, I don't even really live here. I just kind of work here. So I guess the joke, I just work here, man, sorry, would actually apply here. But anyway, what I can do is I could take this information back to my guys. And I can make a phone call once I get back to, like, not the spike, right? Because I have a guy that's pretty far up the food chain at this point with Starfinder. Starfinder might have some pull somewhere. Maybe we can get some talks going for you, that kind of stuff. Is that what you're wanting me to do for you?
When you mention Starfinder, they begin to get defensive and looking at you.
Hey, I get you. I mean, like, I'm not meaning any sort of harm here. You just want a place to be. I'd love to help you find a place to be. I'm trying to use my resources to get you where you need to be.
And they just point at you. And they raise their hand, yes or no.
Taking a step out of the character, why is it always yes or no questions that you give me, Bruce?
Why do you always put yourself in places where this happens?
Because I'm curious.
And it kills the cat.
Every time. Anyway, back in. You know what? I'll do my best for you. All right?
You instantly get teleported back to the material plane.
And do I remember everything?
Would you roll 24?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, cool.
That was real awkward if you didn't remember it.
Right, that would have been hysterical if you're like, go fix it.
What?
And I'm like, I don't remember. Never mind. Not my problem. So, yeah, I popped back in. How's it going, guys?
You went without me, so.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not trying to get all your hopes up and whatnot. Looks like it's pretty much a single rider kind of thing. But I did talk to those Greys over there. Found out some stuff. That noise we've been hearing, did y'all hear it, that big old roar?
Yeah, just a moment ago.
Normal one, yeah.
Yeah. That's the Greys. They're
What?
out here screaming about it. Like when that roar happened, I think it's a lot of them doing it at once. That's why it sounds like so crazy far away. That's why we're able to hear it from super far away. But these dudes standing right here in the room, I watched them do it. normally they ain't got a mouth. When they make that noise, like their face opens up all weird, and it's spooky to look at. But they were making that noise.
Oh
So
wow.
if we follow the noise, we can find where they live and destroy them.
Yeah, about that. About that. So I get over there, and you know how I told them, how I told you last time they have like no respect for personal space. But this time I pop over, they're on me like instantly touching me, making sure I'm not going nowhere. They put this like yellow energy all over me.
Are
I
you
think
okay?
they might have. I mean, I feel okay.
Want to talk about it?
I mean, it was traumatic. Yes, not a fan. Asked them to back up. Asked them not to put their hands on me. They did not respond. But that's because, if you remember, they are a non-verbal kind of people. They speak in like transmitting memories and yes and nos. So I asked them a lot of yes and no answer kind of questions. They said that they could or could not be a threat to the people that live in this area. I took that as we defend ourselves. If they get a little too close or if they start acting up, then we got to do what we got to do. So what they showed me, because we did one of those little mind link kind of things, you know, the thing that you do where you touch people and share some thoughts. So they did that with me a couple of times. Of one, they used to live down here in the spike like no problem. Like they used to just be like grays down here. And then Absalom got a little rough. People started moving down. When they started moving down, they were kicking the Greys out. And there was like a whole Greys v. everybody kind of war going on. And now they just want a place to live, but they can't actually get up Absalom to go talk to the people about, hey, we need a place to live. Because people are like, oh, wow, you're gross. No, monsters. And then even if they do have those conversations, people don't remember those conversations happened. So what they asked me to do was when we get back up to Absalom proper, not the spike, to go have a chat and see if maybe I can get a conversation to happen, maybe see if we can get some zoning done for these grays so they can have a place to be. I told them I'd give it a shot. They were a little apprehensive that we're Starfinder. I mean, I told them, hey, I get it. But resources is resources is resources, so I got to give it a shot. You know what I mean? So that's what I was able to find out. How'd your afternoon go?
They were standing in it, I guess.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Also, they don't know shit about Chuck.
And what does this have to do with Dr. Nightmare?
Yep. I mean, I was more concerned about trying to get back to the material plane when I found out that I couldn't actually leave, because that energy they put on me, I was trying to get out and it was just like, nope, you're stuck. And it was actually them that sent me back. I didn't actually do that. So
Zerat, roll mysticism.
Gladly.
Does your knife work then, or you?
I mean, knife is like, feel it like hand on knife. Does it still feel the same like attunement wise?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it feels good.
26 on that, and I was also going to see if I could cast Detect Magic and Detect Affliction, just to see if either of those did anything.
Yeah. As Denver is discussing the spell that was placed on them, one spell sort of clicks of what it could be, which is planar binding, which you know have to be a pretty high spellcaster to keep someone of Denver's skill in that plane. Meta-wise, they would have to use a 5th level spell slot to keep Denver there.
Damn.
But you said detect magic and
Detect Affliction,
okay.
Poison, Disease, Curse, or similar.
None of the effects are listed for the detect affliction and detect magic.
Spells, effects, items, objects.
Yeah, because it's in a cone. Um,
Yep.
You see Domino's magic ring. You see Denver's magic dagger. Does anyone else have
the Phoenix amulet?
the Phoenix amulet? You also see. I don't think anyone else has any sort of magic or hybrid items.
I think my cravat is a hybrid.
Okay.
You got a fancy tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always forgot.
And of course,
that.
my necrographs would light up too.
Yeah. Well, it would just be the only thing you'll be able to see is your arm, right? Wouldn't be able to see your heart.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just the arm is also glowing on the necrographer. Domino's hand, which you already knew was different, to say the least.
My Dashka would light up.
Yeah.
Do this all day.
Multiple effects, but nothing of
Unexpected.
or surprise when it comes to Denver.
In order for them to do that to you, Denver, it must have been some very powerful magic. So you were able to communicate with them?
Yeah, they speak common. They're nonverbal, so you have to ask them yes/no questions or like write it down. Maybe you can have like a more complex conversation by sharing thoughts or feelings, like connecting that way. That's just not something that's in my skill set. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So you would say they are silent.
Yeah, I'd call them quiet.
Silent.
Yeah, I agree. Well, until they make that crazy like screechy noise, which if they're gonna start doing that, just look away. It's not worth it. I'd rather forget that they make that kind of crazy noise with their non-existent mouth hole.
So do we want to talk to this dead guy or just go find the sound?
Still not sure what the strangers have to do with our mission at hand.
For clarification, aren't we the strangers?
Yes, I've said that a few times.
All right, just making sure that I was following on that because jumping back and forth a few times, kind of.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, my concept of time is a little off. What day is it?
It's
Thursday.
It's Tuesday.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Well, clarify. Domino, me, you, Otto are the strangers, and Thrawn and
Ferrex. Also, Sunny and Kali.
Sunny. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I guess technically all the strangers are back on Absalom.
Not true. 2 of them are not on our planet side.
Sunny and Kali left.
Oh yeah, they dipped. Yeah. 4 out of 6 ain't bad.
I don't think this has anything to do with the current mission of Dr. Nightmare, but talking to the dead person to find out where the Yosoki or the girl who wrote the diary went off to, since he was the last person to be seen with her. That might help us. At least give us a place to go look.
I
Alright.
did kind of make a promise that we'd find her to tack, so maybe, we should try.
Yeah, let's we I guess we need to go home. I don't know. I guess we kind of know where. I don't know where, but y'all know where a stone is. Theoretically.
Stone?
Are we talking about?
I'm not talking about it because I can't.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yep. So, if we're looking, trying to find out what this noise was, hopefully maybe we can find people gone missing, all of that. Maybe this will lead us to Dark Nightmare, all this stuff about people not being. All hopefully everything's all tied together with this, and we're not just on some crazy thing because it was expensive to get this guy down here for us.
You the guy? Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Bastard.
Where is he at the moment?
I don't know. Touching butts for fun. Like, who knows?
You do hear the voice of this individual look over. Weren't you literally just staring at a butt a little bit ago for fun?
Yeah, but you touch him for fun. It's different.
Also, we're wasting. I guess not daylight. We're wasting time. Are we heading down further for this, like you paid me to do, or?
Yeah, I mean, get what you pay for, I guess. Like,
I mean, we're definitely not going back up. So
I guess onward and downward.
yeah, you can play diplomat with your ghost buddies after we find Dr. Nightmare.
Yeah,
This town's not our problem.
I would agree, but now I feel a little bit like stressed that if I don't do it, they'll come find me while I'm sleeping or something. Like,
Probably.
No, that's
Girl.
Dr. Nightmare.
oh my god!
And with that realization, that's where we'll go ahead and take our break for tonight. We'll come back in about 5 minutes here. Stretch your legs, get something to drink, and we'll be right back shortly to continue this adventure. Be right back. Oh, hey, hi, we're back. Uh, some crazy stuff happened. You guys went to go investigate Chuck's abode after doing some minor worshiping of you. Um, only to find a dead body and a couple of drawings and some carved images that were carved into his body, a whole 17 of them. As you guys continue to look through, you guys did find some very, very old spell scrolls. And you guys gave the option to Denver to go to the astral plane and sort of take a look and see what is on the other side. Where Denver went 2 times and did not remember anything from the trip. And on the 3rd try, Denver remembered that there were some grays on the other side, trying to reach towards them. Denver's like, nope, that's a whole lot of nope, and came back. He's like, hey, there's grays over there. And then on the 4th trip, we're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and try to communicate with them. You guys Denver went over to communicate with attempting to bring Johnny over with, but was not successful. But upon re-entering that plane of existence, you guys, or I guess Denver, was stuck there for a little bit as a spell was casted on them, a planar detention, where it sort of just was unable to leave this plane unless a deal was made. And Denver agreed to assist the Grays and to try to find some place for them. You guys sort of discuss back and forth a little bit on what your guys' true mission is. Is it to go find out what is going on with the missing people here? Or also, what is that large sound, or can we stop it? Or is it continuing down with this gentleman named the Collector and continue to head downwards to get towards Extra Headquarters? And that is where we are picking up. So, we going or what?
I just did a ton of talking and I feel bad, so I'm trying to take a step back.
I felt the same way.
All right, so like,
But what about
Headed-
the girl, though?
Y'all are some sort of deities down here, and Denver, you've got a guide. Let me sum up the situation for you. Our task at the moment, our job from Starfinder, is to get Dr. Evil, aka Mr. Nightmare, aka the Dream Man. Okay? So that's priority number 1. I have zero problem with you all. Your service records are exemplary. So if you want to do some extracurriculars such as, saving someone, finding a girl, fulfilling a promise, these sorts of things, I have no problem with it. But let's stay on objective for now until we get more information on the other things.
Fine, as long as we don't forget about it.
so order of operations here. We get on down to Extra Energy HQ. Figure out what the hell's going on down there with what's his face. I think it was Phil, the guy who runs the place, right?
Correct.
Phil Mayer. Because I mean, that dude just sounds like a bad time. But we go talk to that guy, figure it out. On our way back up, see if we can find that girl, see what we can do for the people of this, and then after that we head back up, and I'll go talk to Thrawn and maybe see what I can do about Grays down here, because I don't want them showing up and bonded me to anything ever again. That was spooky.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. See, we're all on the same page.
Yes.
All right.
Also, we need to come up with a rule for how long you can be in another realm before we become concerned and start trying to get you back, or I don't know, just leave you. We'll make a decision in the moment. But now that we know that you could be bound to another plane,
Yeah.
I feel like you got 5 minutes in there before I call the police. You know what I mean?
I would have said 30. Knowing Denver probably a little bit better than you, Captain. 30 minutes would probably be my guess.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, between 5 and 30 minutes sounds about right.
Okay, so somewhere between 5 and 30 minutes.
Like,
I will wait 5 before I start worrying, and Zerat will wait 30 before they start trying to get you back.
I think that sounds fair. I think, like, if I jump, I don't think there's any reason that you should worry before 5 minutes, right? 5
I
minutes
agree.
hits, then it's like, maybe things aren't going as smooth. Then 10 minutes comes around, that anxiety level can go up a little bit, then I won't judge you one bit, none, like, at all, right? But I think for the sake of trying, before you try to pull me back, whatever, if we can even do that, say, let it ride the full 30, just to be safe. Because, I mean, honestly, I got this cool kick-ass knife that is designed to cut ghosts. So I figure if I'm over there and people are coming at me, I'm just like, give them the old stab, the old stabbing cut. I think we'll be okay.
But yeah, so if there's not a reason that you need to stay past 5 minutes, please come back.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, like, hey, if I'm stuck,
Even if
I'm
it's just
stuck.
a check-in, just send me a text.
That's actually probably my next experiment. I'm gonna pop over, see if I can send you a text from over there. I doubt it, but it's worth knowing.
I mean, if Johnny's okay with it, suggest taking Cammy with you too.
Well, we already established that doesn't work. So
Yep.
Well, you can't take.
unless you want me to go, I can go with it, and then take the knife and.
Is Cammy alive?
No, it's just kind of like it's like it's hard to explain. It's just part of me. So just
It's Cammy.
But anyway, yeah. Not talking about taking the knife. I think we should just be moving.
just a suggestion, It's just
Yeah, suggestion turns into trying to swipe my knife. Turns into I'm suddenly out a cool ass knife, and I'm instantly
I
sad
have
about
no use for the knife other than the secondary ability that it possesses. Look, I've got a cool knife right here, and then I just like make a blade out of pure light, and I'm just like, see,
That's not a
better.
knife.
Much,
Well, that's
much
pretty
better
cool.
than your knife at all, and then it just goes back.
I mean, before we get into any sort of measuring contest, I think that we should keep it professional. Respect the fact that if it came to crossing blades, I don't know how that go. I'd probably kick your ass, but that's neither here nor there. All right. Damn. I miss JJ.
Sounds like content to me for Johnny, but that's neither here nor there. That's what I'm saying.
But have we
hit
been
the road.
moving during this conversation, or are we just standing around talking about it?
Yeah. You guys are on your way, going
You're
through.
muted.
You're
I
muted
assume-
again, Bruce.
Yeah, some of the guide might be taking us somewhere, but we'll see.
Yeah. Sorry, I was typing, and V is a hell of a drug. As you guys are heading through the spike, going through corridors and different small tunnels, it's beginning to get hotter and hotter down here. I need everyone besides Denver to roll a fort save. Unless you have some sort of heat aversion.
I mean, I can
like heat
activate
resistant.
it. And then...
If
No,
you-
wait, never mind. It's cold.
Okay, yeah.
Never
So,
mind.
Like
Like,
temperature,
do-
extreme heat.
Yes,
or
like temperature.
environmental?
A temperature extreme heat.
So like environmental protections or I've got a spell.
Would environmental protections kick in at this point?
Yeah. It would probably beginning to like start to warn you on your guys' suits, like, hey, it is beginning to get rather toasty. As you guys already know, you can feel the heat increase, and also it's on your scanners and stuff like that. It's beginning to get rather toasty down here, and you guys are at this point roughly about 48, 49 floors down within the spike, continue to head downwards and downwards and downwards. As you guys are heading forward, if you guys would not mind pulling up, roll 20.
Oh gosh, a Hugelsmorph.
Exactly. Baby Hugelsmorph in the spike.
Dear Lord.
Interdimensional. By the way, I would have activated my Black Heart,
Heard?
not my armor's environmental armor. I like to show it off every once in a while.
I mean, all the time.
Look at me.
I have my suits activated, but I got 120 hours, so
Yeah.
should be okay.
You got plenty of time in that bad boy.
Yeah, I have a 144 for my armor and then 48 for my Black Heart.
Jesus.
But that 48 can charge while I'm using my 144.
Right.
I've got or like fire resistance 5.
Yeah. Because you're a tiefling. Because you're super
So
cool
I got
like that.
Fire, cold, and electric resistance 5.
Electric slide.
Absolutely. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
I only get cold resistance 10.
Uh,
Only.
You'd think I would have like at least some fire, because it's Solarian, but no, it's just
fun
cold.
fact, it's just cold.
only cold DR10.
Well, it's like who does cold damage? Space. That's it.
Space.
My theme will give me a cold resistance eventually.
Yep.
Well, good
Yay,
thing we're
my
not
cold
fighting in
resistance tax.
refrigerators.
Yeah, you guys will be able to walk through the planet of. Oh wait.
Seems familiar.
Right.
Gonna go visit.
Yeah, you can go visit for a little bit. It's fine. Everyone have it pulled up, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still see a Hugelsmorph though.
Oh, it's because you guys are on the wrong page. That's fine. Hide areas. Yes. Move players. What screen am I on? This one.
I can't see.
That's the point.
I saw something and then nothing.
Does anybody have dark vision?
I mean,
Got a
Yes.
lot of light. I can make some light. That's about it.
I can make it darker.
I don't think it's quite as helpful.
Could be.
All of your guys' all suits have comlinks in them, if I remember correctly, which
Yeah.
all have flashlights on them. So you can turn your flashlights on, which you guys would have had to do to be able to even see down here anyway, because it is so dark, besides the exception of some areas. But in these tunnels, I think they have like, what, 10 feet? Is it 10 feet of light?
I have 60 feet blind sight.
I've got
I think
60.
It's a 15-foot cone for the
Flashlight.
flashlights.
And I've got 60 feet of dark vision.
Ferrex cast dancing lights.
Oh,
I'll
Rip.
just use my solar weapon as a light.
You guys do see as you guys are coming up to this corridor, and you guys do see that it continues with these metal pipes on both sides, like just walls of pipes that are sort of like funneling you through. And this has been very familiar to how it has been for most of the trip down here. As you guys are continuing on, you guys do see a purple light at the end of this, or at a rather far distance down, which I will. Can I do a circle here? Purple. Ba-doo. I want to fill that though. You're not gonna let me, are you? Nice. Okay, and then we go like this. Reveal.
I guess the dark vision and blindsight we wouldn't technically know was purple.
I guess that's fair.
Right, this grayscale.
A gray option.
Well, no, it's.
I guess that we
mean,
can see it through the darkness if it's
well, yeah,
flashing at us anyway.
It's just an actual light source that is purple light. You guys can see through like the darkness without needing dark vision or anything like that. You can just see it looks like a purple light is being shined in this area, just a ball of purple. Can I go like this? It's not gonna let me, is it? Tragic. Oh, that's also not what I wanted to do. One moment, please. Sorry. New GM, who this?
What's your solar weapon shaped like? I don't know
It's-
if we've.
I mean, that was
Seen
the
it
first
yet.
time. It was that blade they just pulled, right?
Yeah. It's just-
This will be the first combat with our new friends,
Wait, there's combat?
or this thing.
This person up.
Hold on. But you guys do see the purple go, sort of shifts to the right a little bit and then disappears.
Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
Something.
Not a fan.
Don't worry, I can lead the way if we need to. Just start pushing through people.
Novar
Careful
heads.
there.
Who's falling through Novar? There is room to sit side by side if you guys would like to. If you guys like to go single file, you can do that as well.
I'll just go right up next to Johnny.
Then
I'll fall in behind Domino.
Heard. This is Domino.
Is it still kind of hot in here?
Yeah, it's still pretty toasty.
I'll walk up next to Denver, and then go ahead and touch Domino and cast Climate Adaptation. So temperature effects are like one step lower. So like extreme is high, high is medium, medium is low, or whatever the actual things are.
Chills down my spine.
I'm gonna stay in the back and observe my crew in combat.
True. Good call. It's a learning experience.
I'm just like walking with my arms behind my back, just like watching them.
Of course.
And
Seems
you guys
right.
should be able to control. It took me a second. I was looking for freaking Arnold, and I was like, "There's no Arnold player here." Then I realized it was Thrawn. I was like, that's why.
Oh yeah, I gotta change my.
But yeah, she'll be able to see now. Or control. But as you guys continue forward, you guys do see over here on the right side of this tunnel, or on the right side of this wall, a tunnel, where it looks like it is just a tube that goes into the wall and goes sort of like at a downward angle a little bit.
Well, someone small wanna look in there? Should we keep going? Is this like the general area where that purple light was?
No. This is roughly, you guys saw it at like 10, 20, 30, 40,
It was
50,
like out
60.
here somewhere.
It was like roughly like 80 feet away from where you guys were.
Oh, okay.
No, the light was definitely further than this.
But you guys do think that everyone here, because everyone here is a medium or smaller creature, right?
Yeah.
You guys would all be able to fit into this hole if you guys wanted to climb in.
I'd
I mean,
advise.
I'll poke my head in and see what's going on.
Of course you would.
It's this spot right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll poke my head in and see what's good.
All right. You go ahead and poke your head in, and you notice it goes like a couple feet inwards, and then goes downward, about a 5-foot drop, and then goes underneath you guys where you guys are standing.
I'll communicate that. Hey, this one kind of doubles back on itself 5 feet down, back over yonder.
And you notice it goes from like where you went right, the pipe would go like underneath, and then go to the left of where you guys are standing.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd be going that way if we were to go through this, but I don't know if we want to go down that way, see what's going on with big spooky light down there, or what.
I think the light is maybe more important.
Yeah.
I definitely don't trust going down pipes. Should at least stick to the path.
Yeah.
Definitely not a plumber or anything. So.
I mean, do you
I am
trust
good with that.
Strange disappearing lights.
Well, I mean, it's like it's. You go to where the light is, you know, light at the end of the tunnel.
What does the guide say? That's why we.
He just continued. He notices the tunnel. As far as the lights, I've never seen anything like that before. But I've only been down this far a couple of times, to be fair. So I can't say that I've seen everything in Absalom Station on the 43rd floor.
See, we're giving him experience.
Domino, do you mean put an X on you? Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
I
Domino.
died.
More
Domino
like
died.
dead. More like dead Minnow.
Oh, okay.
The domino's fallen.
As you guys continue forward,
I like how much of a gap Arnold is keeping between us and him.
he's like,
He's
what's
like
the
it
average
pulled into
difference
the,
of the fireball? Just add that as the radius of where I want to stand.
Right.
Get pulled into that hole.
Just yank.
You haven't seen Arnold?
Coming at night, mostly.
So you guys are coming up to where you guys saw the light at, and you guys did see it go off to the right. And where that hole, or roughly where that light was, you guys do see another pipe. But you also see a way to the left and a way forward.
Should we really pursue this light, or maybe we should just keep going towards our mission?
Well, we should probably be wary of the light. Maybe it's like
No,
some
light's
kind
good.
of ambusher, but
Light at the end of the tunnel. Follow the light. This is.
well, it's gone now, so we kind of. I mean, I could go look in there if you want.
A wise man once said. No, I think we should keep going towards the mission.
I mean, I kind of hate it down here, so if we could get this done, we could head on back. I'd be okay with that.
It's very dark. Can I look in this one?
Yeah. You look into it. Another rather just a similar way. It goes a few feet in, drops about 10 feet, and then heads to the left as well.
So one of those curvy ones. So
It's a trap.
I'm sure if we go down that hallway, yeah, we'll probably run into wherever these pipes lead.
I'll ask the guide. Did we get their name? Was it Chuck?
It was not Chuck. Chuck died. It was the collector.
Oh. Oh, which way are we supposed to be going?
Tiefin.
I think it's just up here and to the left, if I remember correctly, down this tunnel here on the left.
Do you know where these pipes lead to?
I mean, most pipes usually lead to just another access tunnel. So that would be my guess. It's hard to say.
Captain,
Yes.
should we stay on the path or bring the fight to this purple light?
You're asking me if we should do our mission given to us by Starfinder or fight a light?
It's more proactive. But who knows? This light could have been nothing.
What do you think, first mate?
I think we should continue on the path.
Then
I
that's
don't know
we'll
what
do.
that light was.
Right, onwards and onwards, I guess.
Oh, that's not the right thing. Reveal. Haha. Continues on.
Reveal me. Is this hallway skinnier?
It is. It is a single path hallway now. But at the end of this tunnel, you guys do see that it comes to an end with a pipe at the end.
And a green dot.
It's like a dead end. Where are you taking us?
Oh, down this pipe.
I knew it. He's
Lead
a
the way.
plumber.
And he goes ahead and begins to climb through the pipe.
Hey Domino, do you want to go first, and then if you get stuck, we don't all get trapped in there.
Sure, I'll get around you here.
Just
Okay,
awkward
sorry.
squeeze past as you go ahead and begin to climb through the tunnel where you come out.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Bump,
You'll
bump,
let
bump.
us know if you get stuck in there, right?
I think I made it through.
And you come out to another hallway.
I'll go next. Oh,
You guys do see, or I guess Domino and Johnny, as you guys are the first two to come through at this intersection right here. Can you guys see the ping? I guess, even though
Yeah,
it's
sort of,
black.
yeah.
Okay. So right around this corner here, you see remnants of a purple light as it begins to disappear.
right. You see that?
Yeah,
I guess we'll get to do both.
lucky day. Is it this way then?
Thrawn, I need your roll or not Thrawn. Arnold, I need your roll perception as you're the last one through.
Rolling percep. Rolling perception. 19.
19.
That's been the new hit single, Rolling Perception by Arnold. So,
Before you go through the pipe, Arnold, you see the purple ball is roughly about 25 feet behind you, just coming towards you. This purple ball of light.
So, like, as I'm up here, I see it.
Yeah, it's coming up behind you.
I say hello.
It does not say anything. It just continues towards you.
I stand here.
All right. It continues to get closer. I need you to go ahead and roll a will save for me.
You got it.
Oh, shit.
Do. Will save. 4.
4. Nice.
I feel
So
it.
4 on the die, or a total of like 20.
You're considered dazzled
Awesome. That works.
for
It's on brand for my for my token.
for
Bedazzled.
True. For 3 turns. So make sure you make a mark somewhere you're dazzled for 3 turns, which is a minus, just a -1 to perception rolls and to attack rolls.
Dazzled.
As it begins to like
3
flash a bright light,
turns.
and it continues towards you.
I say this is truly, truly outrageous.
All right. At this point, I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Uh,
Arnold's like, huh. Didn't expect that.
That's bright.
Got 21.
21.
We're going in order.
Hold on a second. Oh, how do I do this? That's not gonna
You're
work.
muted again.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to get the, because I haven't tried to use the browser source for Roll20. On OBS. So it's like asking for a login and stuff. But I just wanted to capture what's already there. So maybe if I do a... Oh no, we'll figure it out at a later point with this. Because I do want to get that on screen, but I do not know how to do it without it asking me to log into something I'm already logged into. So we'll figure that out. Down is a road. And... going around, Arnold.
10.
Nice. Domino.
21.
Zura.
22. Or sorry, 23.
Johnny.
4.
Denver.
I got a 17.
17. Oh, right. I don't think I missed anyone. Perfect. Oh, I guess.
That one.
I rolled not 20.
How cleric of you. Close enough.
I'm not a cleric.
I don't heal anybody.
Close enough.
I heal them with death.
Exactly. Zura.
Some clerics do that.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, you're up.
I am going to cast Detect Magic, so I'll just have the cone of magic in front of me and just kind of scan around.
'Kay.
Or do we like hear an audible? We heard something, right? Or no?
No, it was just a flash of light, but it would have been lost in the path because of the distance for the AoE for the flashlight. So it would have dissipated before really
Gotcha.
showing
Okay.
off to you guys.
Well, then I'll just keep walking like normal. Nothing happened.
I like it. Domino.
Man, what's taking Arnold so long? I'm just gonna walk towards this way.
Let me get this revealed for you guys. You guys have this to see. You guys see another tunnel here on your right side.
Okay. How far north can I go? Or
What's
see
your
up to?
speed?
I can go 25, but how far
15 feet.
can I see?
with your little handy dandy flashlight.
What about my 60 feet of blind sight?
Blind sight. You would be able to see the 60 feet.
It's my turn. So you're gonna try to remove some of this fog of war.
Yep.
Move up to here.
Down here. You do see there is another tunnel there as well for you. In Denver, you'd be able to see down here to have this whole side. And then north, or heading to like the north, Domino, like you're heading, it just continues the path forward. It is the ball's turn, and it is going to go. It is going to use a ability to do this. I'm gonna begin to head this way. Zura and really everyone. Son of a bitch, guys! Don't put mute on V when you're trying to copy and paste. There, that'll work. Everyone besides Domino sees a purple light begin to come out from this side of here. And this one will go ahead and move and make a slam attack against Arnold. Ooh. That is a natural 20 for a total 28.
Game.
And that does... I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Come on and slam. Welcome to the jam.
You take a whopping 7 points of bludgeoning.
Is that doubled?
14 points of bludgeoning. Thanks, Domino. Appreciate it.
Wow. Whose team?
Same team.
And
I was just
Is
trying to
it
gauge
straight-
the power level.
is it doubling, or do you roll the damage twice?
It's
You
doubled.
double it.
Because you even
Okay.
had the modifiers doubled.
Oh, sick.
All right.
I'm gonna use my reaction,
Yeah.
defensive dispersal,
Yeah.
and my nanites are gonna cover my skin and protect me from an amount equal to my nanosite level, plus my Constitution modifier.
Oh, shit. And how much is that total?
So I will reduce. Let's see, where's my con? So I will reduce 10 damage
Nice.
and take 4.
Nice. Same team. And how many times can you use that ability? Because I just because I know this is new for us to when you see this character.
Yeah, so I believe to activate that, I had to use my nanite surge,
Oh shit.
which means that I attack with a visitor exploding abilities at the 5th level. You can spend 1 resolve point to use additional nanite.
So it sounds
A
like
number
you
of
could do-
times per day equal to half my nanosite level plus my Constitution modifier. So 7 times per
Gee.
day.
Jesus. And does it cost a resolve point? Or you can just use it.
I can just use it. It costs a resolve point to use another one immediately after the 5th level. So if I wanted to do another one right now, I could burn a resolve point and do it. I don't think I could do it again. I could probably do a different one. I'd have to
Oh, another power. Gotcha.
read it as written. Probably not for this one. Probably
Right.
for something more offensive.
I got you. That's cool. Denver, you see a purple light in front of you down this hallway by Zerat and Johnny.
All right. Knife in hand. Got my speeds right. All right, cool. Go. Whoop, that's not the right button. I'm gonna go 1, 5, 10, 15. 25. Can you move diagonal for the 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna move right up on this guy. Like I'm gonna kind of like walk up a little bit, see that it's a thing, and then just like approach it.
Yep. Also, we figured it out, guys. We now have combat for stream. We did it.
Hey, we did it.
All right. You're in its face.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So it has a face.
right, has face. And all we've done so far is we've just seen these things. As
Yeah.
far as us on the other side of this hole, we haven't been aggressed upon yet, correct?
Correct. Well, yes.
Because
Yes.
because I didn't see it actually smack Arnold on the other side.
Correct.
Then, believe it be like, I don't know what kind of action it is as far as just doing like what a sense motive on this thing to see if it's just like existing or if it's actually here to be a problem. Is that standard?
Yeah, I would. It
Full?
would be. I would say it'd be a standard to do.
Okay. Sense motive on this, 14 on the die for a 26.
26. I don't know. It doesn't. Hard to tell what a floating ball of light is doing besides just floating there and providing light.
Along with that, am I getting any sort of weird tingles based off of my Death Touch theme?
What is that for?
So theme knowledge, experience with undead, growing power from the grave. You have an instinctive understanding and recognition of negative energy and undead.
No.
You can use. Okay.
If it's just
Damn.
undead, then no, it is not.
It says negative energy and undead.
It is not listed as either one of those. Like, it doesn't have anything negative energy or undead in it, so
Okay, that's cool.
I would assume that it would do nothing.
Okay, cool. Then bonus action, I'll look over my shoulder to Zerat and be like, "You seeing this shit?" And then that's my turn.
Next up is Arnold.
Red light.
Yeah, red light.
Hey, Arnold.
Well, I don't know what I want to do anyways. It doesn't really matter.
Be a gladiator.
Yeah, kinda.
Gladiate.
Yeah, gladiate things.
See. Can I take a guarded step into the
Into the
to the
in the hole?
to the
Yeah,
slide?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that might be what I do for this turn then.
Yep. Go ahead and take a guarded.
And then I'll pop out on the other end. I'd be like, these fucking balls of light just slammed me.
Got slammed by light.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna activate my gear array.
Your what?
What?
Yeah, exactly. I manifest my weapon, which is the giant ass whip.
Jesus.
I'm about to whip some fucking light.
Just the things that get said on the channel.
Giant ass whip.
Okay.
Not only is it a whip, it's a whip made out of the tail of a terrifying animal that kills things
A Hugelsmorph?
with its giant ass whip tail.
I love it.
I can tell you what it's called in just a second. But my accurate description. My description was very
It's-
accurate.
I
okay?
knew exactly what you were talking about. I don't know what you
That's
mean.
Yeah.
the Arnold description right there.
Yeah.
It's a snap whip.
And last up is Johnny.
Wow.
And I know
Doing it.
you might be confused, but these are considered like viable enemies. So you can choose to go into one of your modes if you would like.
Yeah, I'll go to Photon and raise my tactical rocket bracer. Just shoot it. with
Guys,
my
I got the snap whip and my tactical rocket laser.
We
New
traded
New
for
books
that.
came out.
New books came out, guys.
It's just a wrist rocket. Just,
Nice. Which you're shooting the one that's by Denver?
the only one I can see.
Perfect.
Don't worry, there's no blast or anything.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is there a blast radius on this rocket?
27. I think it's KAC because it's both bludgeoning and fire damage.
That'll hit.
Has it got cover?
Not enough to make it not hit. It
Uh,
is
7
7.
bludgeoning and fire damage.
That's fucked. Why would you do that?
It's just both. Because it gets hit with a rocket and then it explodes. I don't know.
You know that math checks out. I respect that math. Okay. Hey guys, guess what? It's freaking thundering on a Thursday. Are you surprised?
It's supposed to snow here tomorrow.
It's like rain.
A little surprising.
Zorat, you're up. Top of the morning to you.
I think you forgot an E in that rain, Bruce. It's like rain, yeah.
Thanks.
It hasn't done anything. I'm just gonna hold my initiative until it takes
Until
a
it-
hostile
Okay.
aggression towards us.
Perfect.
I just heard the captain say it attacked him. So
So he just shot it. Also, it was very weird that the captain, which came through a different hole, was attacked by something that came through a different hole.
he said light. He said purple line. So purple line it is.
Domino, you hear the sound of rocket being shot off and behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, I immediately turn around and move into line of sight here.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna delay until Denver moves.
Okay.
In fact, I'll step back closer to the wall and I'll use a standard to whatever it's called. When they move into my line of sight, I'll throw my Dashko.
Gotcha.
You're just gonna throw it?
I'm gonna throw my
Yikes.
Dashko.
Yeah.
I took a step back. I wielded my Dashko.
Just
Next time I
prepare
have
to
You drop
throw
back
it.
in the pocket.
Yeah.
Like, Denver, take a step back. I'm gonna eat this light blade at this thing.
Go long.
Get out of the way.
Jesus, you guys are metal.
I'm gonna stab it with a blade made to kill ghosts. Like,
You'd love to see
We're
it.
kind of terrifying with all the things we're doing right now.
You haven't seen it yet.
It is its turn. Come here. Come here.
The Dublin.
We're in Ireland now?
Yeah. This one.
oh, fun.
And we are
Can I
going.
throw my axe at that? I mean,
That wasn't the one that you were preparing for. You were preparing for the other one, if I remember correctly.
it's up to you if you want to say I'm focused on the one I was going to aim at, or if I'm just going to hit anything I see in line of sight.
I would allow a swap with a -2 if you would like. As you're because just because it's a Dashko and you're just getting this huge, like, you're getting the momentum lined up for it, and then you just see it randomly. You could take a minus to throw it at a different one if you would like, or if you want to hold it
I'll
prepared.
stick to the plan.
Okay.
Gotta stick to the plan.
All right. Round of attacks go. Where is this? Book. It is this right here. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking for something real quick. There's just so many abilities. How do you guys do it?
Too many.
How do you guys do it? I need Domino, Zerat, and Denver to make a will save.
Is this a mind affecting?
It
About
is.
to ask the
It is a
same
mind
question.
affecting.
Oh, baby. You said will?
Yes.
23.
12.
I rolled a natural 1 for an 8.
I
Okay.
rolled an 8.
Zerat will take half
upset.
damage. Denver and Domino will take full.
What if I just say no?
You can take double.
Yeah.
I would just take damage.
What
I
if I
didn't
say
say this was
maybe?
a spell.
All right. Denver and Domino take 36 points of psychic damage as you got mind thrusted.
36, you said?
Yep.
Gross.
That was half my stamina.
I
That
rolled
was-
really, really well on 4d10.
Be ashamed
was-
if I lost more.
The majority of my stamina. Out of curiosity, for my friend Domino, is this a substantial foe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entropy
And I-
time.
That would also give me some entropy.
Yeah.
Twice my level, so 12 damage.
Yeah. And you took, what is that? 18 damage, Zara?
Yeah, half 36.
Yeah. Cool. That is their action.
Would that trigger my initiative?
It would indeed. Weirdly enough, being mind thrusted would indeed seem as a hostile action to you.
Gotcha. Well, I am going to cast second level Soul Surge.
Excuse you.
Yeah. I'm going to take 6 hit points of damage.
Okay.
And attempt a ranged attack roll against a single target. So I'll do the one in front of me. Is that disadvantage? I take it.
So you're doing the one that's actually behind you, correct? Because you're
Yes,
facing.
yeah, behind me.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one next to me.
Yeah. Let me double check
I
how.
think they get like an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it's attack of opportunity against you if they want it.
Bunch of stuff.
On a ranged attack within melee, it's just a attack of opportunity.
And then you have like a
Oh, also,
sword or something.
Oh wait, is a guarded step a movement action?
Yes, it is. You can guard a step back and not.
Yep, that's what I want to do. I
'Kay.
forgot that's how you played this game.
That's how you play the game. Yeah, take a guarded step as a movement. Where are you going to guard step to? There we go. Perfect.
Out of-
Oh yeah. Oh wait. What do you've got a rocket behind me? Oh yeah. That's what. Oh, that's still not great. Yeah.
Still not great. Yeah, this is gonna work.
You can go wherever you want.
And then now I'll do my shenanigans.
Yes.
So I'll take 6 hit points of damage and make a ranged attack roll.
Mhm.
I'll use my communalism for the day to get advantage
Advantage
on
on the
that.
roll. Communalism.
There we go. That would be a 24 to hit. EAC.
EAC, that'll hit.
Alrighty, and it takes 68 damage.
What kind of damage?
Psychic damage. Same damage as Mind Thrust, I assume? Oh, piercing damage.
Oh, nice.
That has the Force descriptor.
Okay.
Oh. Force damage.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
25 points of damage.
Well, that's just rude. You say
Yeah,
25?
Yeah, 25 points of piercing psychic damage, and I took 6 HP damage.
Dang, I heard 68. So
Yeah. Just 68 damage. Take it.
Nope.
All right. Denver.
All right. I'm excited because this is the first time I get to stab something that's potentially a ghost with this cool new ghost knife. So, I am going to run my trick attack here.
Yup.
And it's been a minute, so trick attack first. DC is 20 plus creature CR.
Okay.
And I'm doing it off of my stealth skill here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm almost certain that I failed the trick attack test here with a 21.
Yes, you did fail. Sorry.
Gross. All right, then we'll just take a regular old swing at this thing with the blade.
Yup.
And that's a natural 20 for a 29.
That will hit and crit.
Yes. Don't think that I have any sort of like crit mechanic for this because it's just attack knife.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's 18 points of slashing damage.
That trick attack would have landed or doubled that
Oh my
damage too.
god, that would have been
I know. That's why I
insane.
was like, let's go.
Still got a movement action, right? I'm just
Yeah, let's run away.
just back out. I totally could.
Yeah. Good. You said 18?
Yes, 18 points of slashing damage, which it does damage to incorporeal at full damage, if that's anything for you.
It's not. Sorry.
Okay, just making sure. And then I'm kind of stuck in a terrible spot here. I guess I'll guarded step, like take a. Oh, I can't take a guarded step.
Why?
Can I?
Yeah, you can. It's a
Is
move
it
action.
just a regular move action?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna guarded step diagonally away from this guy, in front of this guy. But I'm opening it up a little bit.
Do you have to land your trick attack for mobility to work? Or whatever?
that's- Let me see, because it's been a minute
I
since
think
I've.
you do have to land the trick to be able to get the mobility to work.
Because, well, a lot of trick attacks you can move during the trick.
Right.
I totally could, yes, but let me double check because it's been a minute since I've had to actually
Been a
do
while.
that. Sorry.
How dare you not have everything memorized all the time?
Right. When you make a trick attack, if you choose the target of your attack before you move,
What you did.
your movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity from that target.
Yeah.
When you use a standard action to move, you can choose one creature. You don't provoke attacks of opportunity from that creature for this movement. So
Actually,
You just need to declare the target.
yeah, then I don't even have to. I don't even have to make a take a guarded step. I
you
can
move.
just.
You can full move.
I'm gonna just step back this way. Yeah, to there.
Okay.
And in the process, because I can do this, I'm going to gonna pull my Corona laser pistol.
All right, and
Swap weapons there, you know.
A shot.
you pass through here, right? This way?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I went here to here.
So you actually take an attack of opportunity from this guy. He's got a 10-foot range.
Okay, cool. Bring it on.
We're learning about the creature
Right. I'm not terrified. You can't
for
forget.
science.
For science.
Oh, I forgot that I have invigorating strike.
Mm-hmm. So you heal 9, right?
I have to kill something to get it. Has to be a significant foe, but it gives me a bunch of 1d4 plus some stuff of stamina points back.
Is 17 against KAC.
That is going to be a miss.
Okay. You see a tendril like electrical energy whip out towards you as you move past it. All right. Next up is Arnold. You're muted.
Red light.
Red light. I walk yonder.
Okay.
And I whip the bitch.
Jesus. Whip it.
I'm gonna have to pull out my whip.
It's a whip off.
Now watch us whip.
Hey.
And run away.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
Is that KAC?
Yes.
18, that'll hit.
That's 12 points of damage.
Holy-
It says staggered under my damage type. I assume that only applies on a critical.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 12 points of.
Nice. Look at Travis combating, if you will. First,
I know.
it took
And JJ's
41.
not even here.
It took 41 episodes, but we got it. Travis combated.
I kind of know what I'm doing too. I haven't asked a lot of questions. I'm proud of myself.
Oh yeah, look at you. If only JJ were to hear you or to see
I
you
know
go.
he's not here. The one that he's always here too. He always missed like one episode in 41 episodes, and here we are.
He will never
He's not
miss an
gonna believe
episode.
it.
He's not gonna miss an episode again. He's gonna look at the body and be like, "Duff."
I'm never gonna pull out my weapons
Ever again.
It's over. This is it.
It's a meme now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
We
Go
got
ahead.
Travis to fight. No, you didn't.
No, you did. Shut up.
He doesn't even have weapons.
Yeah,
Just walking around.
it's like Travis believing in magic. It just doesn't exist. Johnny, you're up.
All right. I am currently engaged, apparently, so that means I can't charge
Yeah.
anybody unless I get
Well,
to take charges as a
You
standard
could still
action.
take a
That's
charge
cool.
because he already used his attack of opportunity, right? So you could still do it.
Don't think you can charge if you're engaged.
Oh, at all?
Yeah. Once
Gotcha.
you put a ring on
Well,
it.
I think you need 10 feet
Yeah,
at
I
least.
know, I can-
Um,
but I can do it as a standard, so I could just sidestep and then just charge anybody
True.
because there's 10 feet. So that's what I'm gonna do because I can do it.
So you're gonna do
yeah, at least 10 feet. And it must be directly toward. Yep.
Yep. And I have charged through lines, so I can go through anybody. Through friendlies. Through one friendly. So here we go.
it. Zorak, get
So-
out the way!
You see Johnny step to the side, and then kind of like kneel down in like a runner stance, and you hear him go, "With my power of seven race light, I burn out crime on sight. My name is Johnny Novart." And as flames are starting to like burst out of his armor, bear witness to my burning light, and then he just rockets forward directly at this thing,
Yes.
covered in flames, like a giant flaming, I don't know,
Ball of light.
ball of light, and I attack this
Fight light
person.
with light.
And I'm assuming you went up a second level in your photon?
Yeah,
Or, yeah.
and this will be fire damage, but it counts against KAC.
Okay.
So 23 KAC.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And this is. Let's see, 21 points of fire damage.
Holy you see the orb absorb the fire.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
All right. Well, that's new.
Yikes.
It's my turn.
I suggest whipping it.
Up until then, that was really cool.
I don't
It looked
really
real
have
cool
any
the
Yeah,
whole
it was
time.
super badass.
other
And then this-
damage, so it's
Oh,
too
I
fun for
hey,
me.
hey, I am actually so sorry. It does go through. It's I looked at the wrong one. The level 11 one has fire resist. So the lower level one does not. So that damage will still go through. I
Ah, it's cool
apologize.
again.
It's cool again.
So it is
It's
badass.
How much damage
I
was
was
that?
like-
I'm sorry.
21. I was just
21.
weird. I was like, well, I
Guys.
guess I'm useless, guys. I'll just be over here crying.
Yeah, that's my bad. I looked at the wrong stat block.
That's my turn now.
Sick as. Can we not open that up? That'd be great. And that one just evaporates right in front of you. Top of the order, Domino.
Did the balls never take a move?
They did. They just casted a spell on everyone.
What about the one in front of Denver?
They all did.
Okay.
Denver got casted on, you got casted on, and Zorak got casted on.
I was just waiting for the other one to come into the line of sight. All right, I'll Oh, I'm gonna come to the captain's aid
Yeah.
and do a tropic charge. No, I don't even think I need to do that.
A lot of charging with special kind of energy around here, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'll do an entropic charge with my juggernaut boosters,
Oh shit.
which will give me +2 circumstance to a bull rush combat maneuver that I can do at the end of my charge. So I'm gonna run up here, charge the ball of light, but instead of doing an attack, I'm doing a bull rush.
Sick.
Ugh. 18 plus 2, 20 plus that's not gonna hit. 22, that would be EAC plus 8.
That barely succeeds.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
EAC is a 14. So it
Nice.
barely hits. Wow.
Well, I had the +2 from the Juggernaut boosters, and then my
Yes.
shield gives +2 for being a riot shield.
That's awesome.
I thought I had another one.
Hit it.
Improved combat maneuver. Anyway, so with Entropic Strike, or
Tropic charge.
Entropic Charge. No, not actually. With the boosters, it goes 5 feet plus another 5 feet for the successful hit.
Gotcha.
And as it leaves my threatened space, I'm going to hit it with an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. So it backs away.
So then it goes back 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah. So yeah, you bump it back and you hit it with an attack of opportunity.
With a natural 20.
Natural 20. Arnold, you also get an attack of opportunity because you have a 10-foot range.
Oh, yes, I do.
So you also get an attack of opportunity on this thing.
Boop, 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 doo, 28
Oh,
to hit.
Ooh.
That both hit.
13 damage.
Damn.
I got.
Oh, wait. That 28 is what we would like to call a crit.
Yes.
So let's call it 26. And I don't know if light can be staggered, but it is if it can be.
And
My attack, by the way, would have been.
has
30.
immunity to staggering. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that seems about right for light.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah, odd.
What was your damage, Domino?
I was looking up mutual destruction
Oh, okay.
because I can re-roll a damage dice.
Mhm.
As long as I have 1 entry point. I rolled a 5 and a 3. I'm re-rolling the 3 for a 2. So I lost
Nice.
a point of damage.
Oof.
But
that
it was really
is
cool.
18 times 2 is 36.
Jesus.
Acid
You
and bludgeoning.
guys just absolutely obliterate that orb. It is gone.
I high five Dominic.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was 2 crits on a push move. That's insane. All right. Nice. That's your turn, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think I'm out of actions.
Yeah, that checks
The
out.
charge was a full round.
Next up is the orb, which is going to go here.
Yeah, I get an entry point for critting.
Yeah, you do. And it's going to make a ranged attack at Zura, and you can absolutely get an attack of opportunity on that there, Johnny. Ooh, I don't think that's going to hit.
What if I say I also?
Then you also crit. And a 13 against KAC does not hit you, does it, Zura?
Let's say 40 fire damage.
40 fire damage, that'll do.
What just happened?
46 plus 26.
Love it. It is, weirdly enough, just poofed into thin air. And it seems like the combat is over. You guys did it. Crazy amount of crits, and we'd love to see it.
Insane.
Yeah, that was kind of all in a row there. That was pretty funny.
I feel
Also,
like I've rolled nothing but 1s and 20s tonight.
that's pretty true. Can we also just appreciate that the orbs spoke a language of Orbian? I love it.
Orby.
I did not know that language, but I will soon.
Speaks Orbian.
There's a number of decisions you gotta phone in when you make an RPG, okay? This was one.
What are the
Fuck.
what are the orb people talk? What do they speak?
Orbian.
I don't know.
And
It's 4
telepathy.
It's 4 a.m. and I'm exhausted. Can we please pick this up tomorrow? No. We have 2 more languages left. We have to
It's
get
my
this done.
kid's birthday.
I don't care. We have 2 more to get. We have the
Fine.
species. They're just an
Fucking
orb of pure
Orbian.
light. Okay, we'll put it down. That's fine.
From orb, you know.
Yeah, the planet's orb with 2 B's.
Spelled like O-A-R-B.
Yes.
The writers are watching us right now. Like, were they there?
How do they know? But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. That's where we're going to wrap up. We did go a little bit later, so I do apologize to the players. But I did want to wrap up this combat before moving on.
Good thing we just crit 6
Yeah, I was
times in a row
like,
to finish it up.
okay, this is nice. And I was like, oh, this is a lot easier than I was expecting. So please be here next week as we go through and continue this adventure on figure out who this Dr. Nightmare is, what does he want, how is extra energy involved, if they are, and will Denver franchise by the end of the season? We will find out.
100%.
Oh, no.
Just doing a quick shout out for our content creators. Make sure you guys go check out Ian Flex over at twitch.tv/IanFlex. Make sure to go check out Travis at Stonefeld Analyzes. Make sure to go check out Olivia, aka Freedom11, over at Rocka's Nanostand. And then JJ, aka Otto, over at twitch.tv/JRobin7X, not 7Z. And Donna, if you want to go ahead and give them the rundown on the podcast.
You can listen to this show in podcast form wherever you listen to your podcasts. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever that will be. Uploaded every Monday.
Monday.
Like and subscribe, rate, follow.
Boom. And then last but not least, guys, this will be uploaded on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on youtube.com/jbrews11. So make sure to go over there. Hit the subscribe button over there if you haven't already. We are still a few away from hitting 70. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that because we want to go ahead and boost those numbers up to try to get some more opportunities and all that fun stuff. We do have some really cool stuff in the works coming up here this summer, so make sure you guys check out the Discord as well. Matt, if you could go ahead and type _Discord for me, I'd appreciate it. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with some other streaming goodness. We'll go ahead and raid over to Ozzy Blackbeard. Playing some Hell Let Loose, so make sure to go give him some love, hang out in his channel, make sure to blow him up with some emotes, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.